Welcome to game night tonight for another game unboxing of this brand new game that came out in 2022. It's called Endless Winter, Paleoamericans. And this particular one came with this expansion attached to it in the game store when I purchased it. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing of both at the same time. And this is the Ancestors expansion for the Endless Winter, Paleoamericans. And I know that there are other expansions out there. I kind of looked it up, but we're going to go ahead and get into the base, so I'm going to kind of set this aside for right now. This is a new game. Never seen it, never heard much about it, but it looks really, really cool. Found out that it did come out this year in 2022, so I'm excited about that. Love newer games, love figuring out what all is going on the gaming front. It is fun to figure out the different games that are happening. So as we crack into this here, wow. All right, so first and foremost, we got other... Ooh, Fantasia board games. So it looks like there's different games by Fantasia. I don't know. So there you go. Usually a little catalog piece there. But we've got the Endless Winter rulebook here. It tells you everything that's in there. Look, I love the artwork. Again, a lot of the games that my wife and I pick up are based on the artwork and how everything looks. But everything from setup, what you're going to be doing, how it's going to play out, how it's going to look, play overview, how you're going to be accomplishing the objectives in the game to survive. Ultimately, I know that this one is a kind of a survival game. How well you do at surviving, collecting food, moving, hunting, etc. I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, I just barely cracked into it, so I haven't read the rules just yet. But it looks exciting nonetheless. But not a really big read. I thought it was going to be a lot more. So it's only 20 pages if you count this iconography here on the back there. So it's only like 20 pages of a read. So not too bad there for the rule book. You do have an Endless Winter solo mode, which is nice because if you don't want to play a game with somebody else, you can just pick this game up and play it yourself. So again, another little rule book because the rules might be drastically different or just a few that just need a little bit more clarification in here. But this is for the solo mode on how well you do on your own. Only an 8-page read, so not too bad there either. And I love when they do this where it tells you like how everything fits in, what you're going to be doing, so the two things on top, how it all fits into the board so that everything can actually fit into the game. So I'm going to try to remember that as we go, but we got this white piece of cardboard. I'm going to hold on to that just for right now, just in case. But first thing here on the top, we're going to crack into, looks like the individual player boards here. All right, so it's going to be like the meat, everything as you're going to be collecting meat and food, where you're going to be moving as far as your weapon tracker, I'm guessing, locations you're going to be going, how hungry your people are, what you need to do to hunt to survive. On the back, just a beautiful mountainscape. But it looks like that's going to be the different, you're going to have the different artwork for the different players here, but all with the exact same, it looks like the exact same setup as far as like the icons and everything that's there to help you along with the game. Only difference being that you have the specific characters off to the side. So it is a 4-player game, so you have those right there. Moving on here, I love this already. The fact that there's so many organizational boards, I love it. Wow, look at all these pieces. So I'll just kind of crack into these first. We've got little 100 tokens. I'm guessing these are like victory point wise, like how you can track it once you've hit a certain point. Man, I can't even open this. Yeah, just little wooden tokens here. Decently thick, but different colors coinciding with the different color for the player, right? So you have the 100 tokens. Like I said, it's probably for the victory points. Once you surpass 100, you grab that token. But then you got all these other wooden token pieces here. 2 a piece per player. So 2 green, 2 orange, 2 purple, 2 red. Looks like birds, I'm guessing. Or maybe they're supposed to be people. I'm not sure. But it looks like birds to me. So we're going to call it birds for right now. Again, have not played this game. So all of this is as new to me as it probably is to you right now. Freshness. You always need that fresh, gel stuff. It's great. All right. Moving on to our actual people, the settlers or whatever that are in this, right? So we got the purple guys with their huge clubs. You got the red guys with their torches, the green guys with their arrows, and the yellow ones with their spears. So making it distinct for each character, but they have the little artwork on there as well. Set that aside. We've got different animal tokens here. So I'm guessing animals that you can hunt along the way. On one side it's just the blank, but on the other side it's kind of like the shadow artwork kind of stuff. But you got like a bear, you got a wolf, you got a bison, a cougar, and a woolly mammoth. There you go. All the different animals. So it looks like there's a lot of tokens happening in this game, a lot of different things. But each of these is a specific color. So you got the purple color, but one side is blank, one side is the squiggly, nice little symbol, whatever it is. I don't know if this is just a track on your player board, how you're moving up, everything like that. But you have those. Maybe these are for the camps as you go and settle as well. But those are for the different colors. Oh, and I like how each of them has a different design. So you got the squiggly, you got the more sun, you've got an eyeball. On this one, you've got arrows, and you have a sun. Another sun. Nice. I like it. So there you have it for all of those pieces. All come in this huge bag. So all of them are organized right now, but I'm guessing that they actually will fit into these organizational trays that we're seeing here. But let's see if that is true. All right. Even more pieces. Here we go. So these are the tents. It's looking like the tents, obviously for freshness. We're going to have the tents here that have, I like that they did the little kind of shaded artwork. So it's not just a plain little wooden thing, but you have a little tent. It has the different symbol for each character. You got the purple squiggly, you got the arrows for the green, and then yellow's got their little spear, which it's actually just the sun, whatever. But I like that they have the different ones for the different tents. You're going to be settling across the land. Looks like the landscape, based on what I saw in the back of the box here, just showed the landscape of the land. You're going to be kind of traveling across it, forming different tribes, I guess. But then you have the little glacier, little cubes. These are kind of like a hard plastic, but little see-through cubes. I'm guessing that's for tracking different things on your player boards over here. But we have all the different tops for our individual. I'm guessing these are the individual player ones. So they've got them all neatly stacked and everything, but I'm sure once I get all this busted out, I will be putting them together. So I'm going to set that right there for right now. All right, into the bigger, yeah, I'm going to get into this one first. Okay, so the bigger organizational thing, we have first and foremost more huts. These are not wooden this time. It looks like they are a plastic piece. Yep, just a little plastic piece. Has 3 huts per color. Looking like a nice little hut in circular formation at the bottom so that you can actually put those into, I'm guessing right here in the player board mat for what you can use to place on the actual land hexes later. So you have that. 3 apiece in their colors. All right, we've got these other circular things. I don't know if these are like placeholders for those or what, but these are like a smaller plastic ring that coincides. So it's just kind of a little plastic thing. Maybe these guys sit in it. I'm not entirely sure. But there you have it for those ones. Those will come into play later. Or maybe these are for the actual pieces. I think, yeah, that's actually what it is. So those are for the pieces here, for the bottom of the pieces. So we've got the different really cool pieces. Like you got his dog, really detailed figurine here. Love it. He's got his torch. Got the big guy there. You've got really big guy with the horns, the tusks that he's taken from a woolly mammoth strapped to his back. Huge axe on the front. Love it. And onto this one. Man, they've got all the horns, the antlers. She's just been collecting all sorts of furs, everything like that, you can tell. But there's her. You got him with, he's got lots of feathers, it looks like. Horns again. Ooh, on the backside, we got a saber tooth that he killed. He's got his spear and everything. Really cool. Like, I'm digging these figurines, though. It looks really, really cool. Huge staff. It looks like he has a rhino head for his staff top. Really long, well done hair with the bones, keeping it nice and, straight and probably weighed down. But there you have it for all those figurines. There is an additional figurine slot right there, which I'm guessing one of the expansions carries an additional player that you can play with. But we just have these 5 for right now. And moving on to this next little spot, looks like these are just going to be different ooh, maybe they put on, attach on as like additional supply things that you can grab or something. Because each one looks like they're slightly different, because there's 2 that are more meat related, and then 2 that are, these 2 are more like tool related, and then these ones are meat related. But that's where you also see different birds, but you have turtle cards or something right there. So I don't know exactly what those do, but you have those 4 different platform things right there. And the last thing in this section are the cards. So let's get into those. So the cards, I'm going to be going through them pretty quick. So if you want to see what they are exactly, just feel free to pause the video and see what they are for yourself. But I'm just going to read what they are. There's different symbols here at the tops. This is probably the effect of what happens, just the name of the card. It's a wolf symbol. I don't know if that like coincides with anything. But on the back side, you have beautiful artwork of a landscape there. Let's see if all of them have that. Oop. These are all going to be different. So I'm going to put one there. Ooh, man, lots of difference. Okay, yeah. So I'll just do this. We got character cards. There we go. It looks like the rest of these are going to be the exact same on the backs. So first and foremost, we've got Brave. You've got Altars. You've got Communal Feasts. Scouting. Spit Roasting. Tanning Hides. Torchlight, fertility rites, body painting, grinding stones, atlatls, I can't remember how to say that. I know what it is. Okay, funeral pyres, hand drills, burial mounds, tracking, spears, mountain scaling, log rafts, dugouts, burial vaults, bone pigments, trapping, lodges, animal lore, burial gifts, mortar and pestle, arrowheads, axes, tusks, tributes, foraging, fables. Got horses, flint mines, trekking, ochre mines, ochre, I don't know, pottery, warrior rites, bone beads, ivory carving, stargazing, storytelling, and ambush hunting. So I did notice as I was going through, there's different symbols. So at the top, these are like the more turtleish looking symbols, or like the hides, I guess, from different animals, maybe hunting related. And then you have, it's interesting because all of them have different numbers. You have 1s, moving on to 11s, or maybe just a level 2 cards. Maybe they're just better in that way. But then you got this guy who has just these hand marks. I'm not sure what each one of those does. But things to look out for, different symbols. I'm going to put that in there. You've got, these coincide with the specific character that you are, right? So first of all, you got this guy with his wolf, right? That's Chief Fire Wolf, hence Fire Wolf, right? And then on the back side, Chief Fire Wolf, again, he's got 2 different sides, right? You got Mountain with his axe, and on the flip side, you got Mountain with his food. So you got him right there. You got Chief Thunderpaw. You got food to axe, and axe to 3 food, right? So just based on what you're going to be doing, you've got Chief Looking Hand, which makes sense. I mean, he's holding a looking rock, whatever. You got the picture, the cave picture leading to the weapon, and the cave picture leading to food, right? So Chief Chiselstone, well, his necklace leading to a tool, and then his necklace leading to food. And then a mammoth for Chief Tuskbreaker, hence why he's got the mammoth, whatever. But he's got his tool as well as his little mammoth to the food. So those are like individual to the specific characters. For whatever reason, I'm not sure. Got to read up on that. So this one is just the different land hexes and just kind of what you can do, I guess. I'm not sure. So kind of a little cheat card, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. So they just have different symbols and what they do. You have to look it up in the rulebook to really figure it out. But these ones all, well, first I'll do this one because this is just the same on either side. Just a picture of this grumpy old guy in a cave and the woman with the baby just looming in the background. Good picture. All right, so these ones also coincide with the specific players, is my guess, because you have the bear, the bison, the oh my gosh, the cougar and the wolf, right? I don't know if that actually coincides with the players or with just the hunting in general. So you have the wolf here on the back, and then the different victory points maybe that you get based on what you have. Not sure. So just scoring in that regard, and then you have the cougar or the saber-tooth, I'm not sure, there on the back, and then the point values on the front. So this seems like there's a lot to this game as far as scoring points. It can go a lot of different ways. You got the bison or yak or buffalo, whatever it is, and its points, and then the bear, his points, and then the artwork of the bear on the back. So there you have it for those. Man, I haven't even gotten to like these other 3-packs. Holy cow, lots of cards. Okay, so these ones all have the guys here, all the different characters in the game on the back, and then for this stuff on the front. I'll just quickly go through them. Doesn't look like there's anything set on them, but just different things going to be happening. Symbols are going to be changing based on which card you have, what you're able to do, and then like which direction. You got different symbols, where the guy is. I'm not sure what that really means just yet. Obviously got to read my 20-page instruction manual to figure that one out. But we will be doing a video of like how to play this game playthrough, game spotlight once we've played it, that kind of thing. So keep an eye out for those here in the future. But again, this is a newer game, so I'm pretty excited about it. I'll try and get to this as soon as I can, just because it is newer. It'd be a lot more fun for a lot of people to see, because it is new on the scene. But you have all these different cards that are going to coincide with different actions you can take place, etc. But got to figure all that out. Moving on to the next pack here. Those were all full-size cards, as well as this is a full-size card deck. And here we go. So, ooh, nice. Okay, so all these have the same backings, just like the other ones before. So different ones. Okay, here we go. We're going to see more symbols. So you got the symbols on the top left. Like we saw on the one card from the previous deck, but then you have all the different stuff that's going to be happening here. You got a Pathfinder. Oh, you got a bunch of them. 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like those are all the same, though. So Pathfinder does the exact same thing there. A hand, you got a Hunter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 Hunter cards, so quite a few of those guys, but you need them. You need the food to survive, right? You got a Tribesman, which you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. You got a Tribeswoman, and she's got 1.5 of the peoples, it looks like, but different symbol, again, with like, you're looking out for wolves, you're looking out for bison, you're looking out for the different animals that are going to be coming up, the different symbols there. But you got a Tribeswoman there, you got a Brave, you got the Altars, which again, it's going back to the hide symbol up here, different things that are going to be happening. But Communal Feasts, Tribesmen here for the Purple Bear, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. A Tribeswoman, you can have one of those. A Brave, and the Altars. So it looks like for each animal, it has the same cards, essentially. So you have Communal Feasts, and then we're going to move on to the Saber-tooth or the Cougar or whatever. You got a Tribesman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. A Tribeswoman in her effect, and then a Brave, the Altars, and a Communal Feast. And then on to the Tribesmen for the wolves, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got a Tribeswoman, and we haven't seen the other ones. My guess is they're in the other full pack here. So let's go ahead and break into the other full pack. So very similar card layout as far as that goes. I'm guessing each one brings its own powers, own advantages as you hunt different animals, right? So it'll just kind of coincide with that. But I'm going to look at the back. Again, all the same on the back for these full-size cards. It's just in that first pack that they had different ones. So we're going to have a crafter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of those. 15 crafters. You're going to have a shaman, which you can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of those. So it looks like 15 is the magic number in this game. You're going to have an elder. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Another Pathfinder here. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm guessing because we saw the Pathfinder in the other previous deck as well. So there's about 15 of those. The cards are not too complicated, it doesn't look like. I'm going to see a lot of like repeats, but different tribe based on the different animals. Last but not least, as far as the cards go, we have this pack right here. I'm going to kind of crack into it here. These are a smaller card, obviously, not full size, but these are going to be probably like little events or things that are going to be happening throughout the game. On the backs, we have some of these different, it's like all of those are the same, but then you have a mammoth. We'll set those aside for right now. And then the rest, nope, not even the rest. You got those guys. Looks like all the rest of these are hunting cards or something because you have the different mammoths here on the back and to that point. Okay, we'll start with the bigger chunk here. All right, we're looking at different animals you're going to hunt, I'm guessing. So woolly mammoth, you have 3, 4, 5 of those. You're going to have Argentavis, yeah. Sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. 5 might be the magic number for all these animals. All right, we're going to have a Glyptodon, little like aardvark looking thing, or armadillo, whatever. 3, 4, oh, a lot more of these. Okay, so the bigger animals you're going to be seeing a lot less of, but it looks like the more common animals you're going to see more of. But it's like multipliers on the top, how much food you're going to get, and then maybe victory points based on how many players and everything. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 woolly rhinos. Maybe it's like based on the number up here. Yep, it is, because there's 5 woolly mammoths here, 10 glyptodons. Yep. So ground sloth, you're going to see 10 of those. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to see the stag moose. There's 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And last but not least, a saber-toothed cat. We're going to see 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there you have it. There's the 10. All of the different animals that you're going to be hunting. These are going to be the player cheat cards, I'm guessing. It's just going to tells you that how everything's going to go, the action phase, the eclipse phase, and the final scoring. And then on the flip side, just your starting hand, what all you're going to be having, and then the lesser benefits that you're going to be achieving or having throughout that. And that's based on what your standing is as far as who goes first. So it looks like this first player's starting hand has a little bit different than the second player, third player, fourth player, but the symbols are all on the backside. All of the outlines are going to be the same there. But it does tell you based on how many players you have, which is nice. That way you don't have to keep looking into the rule book. Just look at the cards. Look into the cards. All right, we got these based on different characters, I'm guessing. Like, I don't know, it has just the simple artwork, but there's 5 of them, coincide with the 5 characters, I'm guessing. But it just kind of goes based on who is what, but they have different things on them. Yeah, so these colors coincide with the different colors, which will coincide with the rings that we have over here. Nice. Okay. So there you have it for those. Moving on to this depiction. So these are the different hexes. So like where you can build maybe, or where there's already tribes built so that you can't actually do anything. And then you have like a North Star to depict which direction these cards face so that everybody's on the same page. All right, so there you go for those. And then last but not least, a mammoth card. This is just going to be telling you times 10 of like each animal or something. I don't know, like just another little cheat card, but it just has the mammoth card there on the back. But there's all the cards for that. Whew, that was quite a bit. So we're going to set this aside. We're going to take it out. All right, and they have sealed this into some more plastic. We haven't even got to the game board and everything like that, but we have got through the hardier part of the game, which is nice. That way we can quickly go through this last little part. So moving on here to the little punch outs and everything that we're going to be having. So first and foremost is this little fold up. I'm guessing this is just a tracker to see. Yep, so you got victory points along the outside edge here. You got victory points all the way through. You got fires, people, necklaces, mountains, mammoths, everything like that. Little cheats for like what you can do, what you can't do, all the different symbols that's going to be happening. Obviously, you got to read the rule book to understand everything that's going on. It is one-sided, but on the back it says Endless Winter Paleoamericans. So there you have it for the game board for tracking the victory points. I'm going to toss this in. Ooh, I like that artwork. Look at that. Nice. Got the woolly mammoths. We know there's nothing else in that box. So here we go. We're going to get some land hexes right here, and then these little tablets that are going to tell you what you can do. Glaciers, it looks like there's more stuff. More land hexes on the back. They're all just blank hexes, and the tablets are only like worth 1s or 2s, and I'm guessing based on which one you uncover, you get the different benefits from them. So there's the first one. The second one is just, again, more land hexes here, more tablets, more ice, stuff that you're going to be finding, and on the backside, all the same as the previous ones, right? So we all have the similar land hexes on the back, but on the front side, it is what it actually is. So as you uncover and discover more. All right, we've got this giant bird statue thing, and it's going to be tiered based on like what you have, different things that are going to be moving up, more tokens, more tablets. On the back side, you have a different kind of counter. It looks like for the Ice Age or something like that. I'm not sure. But again, more icon, like tokens, icons, everything like that you're going to have to look up on the rules. All right, more land hexes here, tablets, more of these. Another tracker here for the little mini cards as they come out and that you'll be able to see. So I'm guessing this is where the hunting will happen. Then on the back side, just the same land hex stuff. But there you have it. Not too many punch outs, just about 4 or 5 sheets. Yeah, 4 sheets with punch outs. You've got, of course, you got your nice tracker board there. We're going to have to stick this back in here. All right, there's that. There's going to be a little bit more organization that I'm going to have to do as I'm going to do this because I need to consolidate it all so it'll fit beautifully in here. So we're going to have this. Oh man, I can't even get this stuff to sit down now. Did I have it this way? Maybe I had it that way. I don't remember. But we're going to have those there and there. We're going to have, sure. Ah, that's why, because these were in here. Dang it. This is going to be a tough little ditty here. Okay, so we're going to have those and those. Shove that in there. Got these, moving into that. Got this here. We're on to that. And then we're going to have these different boards or whatever. But regardless, I did my best on that one. Obviously, it has the layout of how you're going to do it once you got everything organized and punched out. That way it fits seamlessly. But there you have it for the Endless Winter Paleoamericans base game. So that's just the base game right there. Whew. We're going to move on to this Ancestors expansion now. So we're going to slide this off to the side over here. I'm going to bring this out. So this is the expansion for the Endless Winter Paleoamericans. It's the Ancestors expansion. There are, like I said, multiple expansions, but I'm not entirely sure what all of them entail. But we will find out what this one has in store for us. Again, have not played the game, so I can't really say like what this is going to add to it just yet, but we will see what it has. Very simple little rule book here. Endless Winter, different cards, components you're going to be finding, cards, tribe cards, their explanations, animal cards, the differences there that you might see from the base game. I got chief cards, cultural cards, and more Endless Winter products. So it looks like there's going to be a lot more. You have even a player mat. Dang, that might be worth it, you know, getting a mat like that to roll out and just have everything ready to go right there. So there you have it for the rule book. Obviously, they're providing you with some bags for better organization. I love that, as always. All right, Aurora Borealis module, Endless Winter, interesting. So we're going to crack into this. I don't know if this is like a bonus or if this is just part of this Ancestors thing, but we have an Aurora Borealis. Nice. So we're going to be seeing the Lion Aurora. Okay, on the backside first, we have the setup for this and the gameplay and everything. So little mini rule book right here for this little module of Endless Winter. We have the Lion Aurora. On the back, it's just regular. You have a Wolf Aurora. You've got the Bison Aurora and the Bear Aurora. And then this is just another, there's a solo game variant for this particular expansion and what each one will do. So just little basic rules right there, but I like that each of them coincides with the different animals from the base game. So it'll seamlessly go in there. Nice for that. We're going to have the, oh man, I'll have to figure this out. How to organize this best. I'm already thinking through it. My mind is churning. Okay. And then you got the Canine Familiars module, right? So on the backside, how to set it up, gameplay, everything like that. So mini rulebook right there for this module. And then we move on to the different cards we're going to be seeing. We're going to see a companion. We're going to have 3 of those. We're going to have a guardian. We're going to have 1, 2, 3 of those, but they're only half hands, so that's a population, I'm guessing. You got a navigator, so the counting dogs is half of a population. Flanker as those, and then obviously more rules and the more Endless Winter products, right? So it's going to tell you a little bit more about these cards, help you out to better understand what you're going to be doing, but that's the module. Again, backs are the exact same as the previous cards and everything, but just adding more into the game, make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun. Got another one of these things, which again, I don't know what it actually does, but you start here, you're going to be moving in different directions, collecting different things to better your tribe or settlement, right? All right, we got some mini cards here, some mini card expansion. So it looks like there's different modules. It's not just like one giant like expansion. You can just attach different modules if you want to play with those select modules in the game. But you have the rules for it. Squirrel and Nut promo, awesome. So it looks like Scrat from Ice Age. I love that. So his little rules there. And on the back, you have the hunting animals that you're going to be taking on. And you're going to take on a Yeti. You're going to take on the saber-toothed squirrel, or Scrat, right? The Nut. And then saber-toothed squirrel, the Nut. So the actual nut, right? So they're throwing in, I love that. They're throwing in Ice Age, the Meltdown, and everything into this. That's fun. Or just Ice Age in general. But you got that, and then obviously the products, and then a little bit more about the promo here. So it is a Yeti promo. Nice. So you got a few little kind of module expansion packs there. It looks like these are going to be more, the Mammoth module. What? This might go into our other little character thing there. But you got the giant woolly mammoth, right? That we can add into this expansion. Might fit into that organizer in the base game, but I'm going to keep it in here. There's a little thing that fell out. So this, I'm guessing, is just going to tell us a little bit about, how he works when he moves, the setup for him, how he's going to affect the game and bring new stuff into it. So there's his little expansion rules there. So keep those rules on hand. Otherwise, I'm sure you can look it up online somewhere, but you already have it there. So boom, and then we're going to move into the little animal cards that you're going to be able to hunt. I'm guessing the woolly mammoth figurine will come in handy with this particular bunch of cards. But again, these are the hunting animals that you're going to be taking on. So all of them have the exact same backs. This is the animals you are hunting. So you're going to hunt a mastodon. So there's 5 of those. Adding more animals, you're going to do a terror bird. There's 5 of those. You have a longhorn bison. There's 10 of those. Moving on over there, we got a saber-faced bear. Or saber-faced. It's a short-faced bear. Sorry. 10 of those guys. You got a dire wolf. You're going to have 10 of them. Moving on here, you're going to have a giant beaver. Yeah, I'd be pretty terrified by a giant beaver. All right, and a cave lion. Right there, 10 of those. And that is it for the animals. But obviously, each one bringing their specific things, more meat, more everything to the game. Right, and then we've got 2 individual packs of full cards. I'm going to pull this out really quick just to check to make sure there's nothing else. Just a cardboard little holder here for it. All right, so first pack. Let's get into this one. Here we go. Okay. And it looks like these are all going to be the same backs here. Not much difference in that regard. So adding more characters to this, obviously this is the Ancestors expansion here. So we're going to add some encampments. We got some herding. We got monuments. You got spearfishing. So it looks like the ones that have the hides here are more specific cards, whereas the ones that have the hands are tribe members that are going to be, you're going to see a lot, right? Inaugurations. We've got a level 2 of shelters, right? Bow hunting, weaponry, fish drying, funeral chambers, napper. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, the magic number. You're going to have healers, which you can guess 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. A storyteller for only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My guess is that this storyteller here is going to have, yep, indeed, 10 more. So I'm going to put those back in here. All right, let's crack into this. I love this. When there's expansions to games, it just adds so much more, especially if it's a really great game. This one looks good. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll have to tell you how it goes as we actually learn the game. But Storyteller, we're going to add another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trailblazer, going to have 10 of those, I'm sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sorry, 15. Tracker, 15 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And you have Chief Tuskbreaker. Those were all the same backings there. I'm guessing these ones are the different ones. Yes. So kind of double-sided like we saw before. So we have Chief Tuskbreaker, and then his flip side here. Just different symbols here at the bottom that will coincide maybe with the different expansions. You got Chief Chiselstone and their flip side. You have Chief Looking Hand and his backside. Chief Thunderpaw and the Chief's back side of the card. And last but not least, Chief Firewolf and the backside of that card. But there you have it for all the cards that are going to be in this expansion. Let's see if these will fit. Perfect. Okay, well, maybe not so perfect. I think I might have to turn these really quickly. But there you have it. Like, this expansion looks very similar, obviously, to the regular game. Didn't add like a whole heck of a lot, just a different tribes people that you're going to have, different animals you're going to be able to hunt, that kind of thing. But then you have these different modules that you can add into it, like with the Yeti, with the Mammoth, right? So you're gonna have all these different modules, different things that you can add into the game overall to make it even more fun, more exciting. But there you have it for those. These, I'm guessing, were for the individual modules because there's those 3 individual promo module whatevers. But there you have it with the expansion as far as the rules and everything that come into this right there. So there you have it for Endless Winter, Paleoamericans, and its expansion of Ancestors. Again, there's more than just this Ancestors expansion. They have put more in place than just that already, and it's the first year of it coming out. So crazy that they've already done the expansions for everything, but it looks like a lot of fun. You're gonna be exploring, you're gonna be feeding your people, you're gonna be gaining more tribes people, going hunting, etc. to ultimately survive, I'm guessing. But it looks like a lot of fun. 1 to 4 players, 12 plus. I mean, it's a lengthier game, 60 to 120 minutes. So if you got time, you might as well give this a shot. It looks like a lot of fun. But we will be doing videos on that later to come. But if you like the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for future notifications on those videos as they come out. And we will catch you then next time on Game Night Tonight.